Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron and we've got the Mets in for game 2. It was a bit lopsided yesterday, but today we've got some of my favorite games of the year. We've got our AAA team taking on the pros here. So give me a moment while I get the lineup set. We're going to make him into right fielder, so we'll start him in right field. Bonite is an actual left fielder that we've already had drafted. Alright, so I don't know a lot about these guys hitting. You know what? We're just gonna roll with this and see what happens. We'll figure it out from there. So yes, I don't believe we're gonna have a 6-0 Squirrels win today. The Phillies did win yesterday, so the Mets currently one game back in their division. And here come today's Indianapolis Squirrels onto the field. And like I said, basically during the month of September, normally we are very big on double switching to keep guys in the game, keep guys fresh, but not going to do that in September because of how often we're going to be turning over the lineups during this month. All right, perfect S in the box for the Mets. Lamosny starts off with a ball that's too low. That curveball in for a strike. Up and away makes it 2-1. That fastball's too low. We've got a 3-1 count. Swing and a miss. Full count to start off the game. Lamosny goes with the fastball and it's fouled away. We'll try again. This time goes with the slider. It's popped up into very shallow left, or right, I mean. Clippard ends up making the grab. Angel Pagan then at the plate with one out and nobody on base. First pitch, a curveball for strike one. Ground ball to Clippard again. 2 away. Vernon Wells in the box. He will swing and miss at a curveball. Ground ball to Huisman, or Huisman, we'll see how the game pronounces it. He was new this past June. So the Mets go 1-2-3 to start the game. Clippard is going to lead things off today. Looks like this is the lineup we saw yesterday out of the Mets. And here is Clippard. It's like all but 2 batters today are making their major league debut this year. Clippard looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Oh, Johan Santana on the mound for the Mets. So AAA guys are going to get a chance to prove their stuff today. Clippard with an 0-2 count. He swings and misses at strike 3. I'll bring Michalak to the plate. He's been around a few years. Looks at strike 1. Pitch is down and away. Fastball called a strike. Michalak didn't like the call, and I don't blame him. Hits this one, a ground ball towards the middle. Santana gets a glove on it, and he's able to pick it up and get the out himself. We'll bring Swan to the plate. Can't remember. I think he's got the highest power rating out of all of our AAA guys, but I don't... I think he might have hit a spring training home run. I'm not sure if he's hit a major league home run. Hits this one into right field, and it will get down for the first hit of the game. Here's Whiteman. He has hit some major league home runs, and spring training home runs for that matter. He will look at strike one. Fouls off that pitch. Makes it an 0-2 count. Looks at a slurve for strike three, and that will end the first inning. Squirrels do get a hit, but no runs. We move to the second inning, where Carlos Delgado will lead things off.
Number 21, Carlos Delgado.
Lamosny, I don't think it's Lamosny is more how he pronounces it. Starts off with a fastball that's outside. This fastball gets a swing and a miss. Throws a curveball, and that's lined into left. Bo Knight makes the catch.
Number 10,
One down, Jeff Jenkins at the plate. This fastball just a bit outside. Maybe low as well. Slider too far inside. Comes back with a curveball. That gets called a strike. Swing and a miss makes it 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. 2 down, John Buck at the plate. He looks at a fastball for strike one. Popped foul, Minnick's chasing it but can't get there. I don't think any catcher would have. Swing and a miss on a slider for strike three, and that'll end the top of the second. Mosney looking good to start the game. We go to the bottom of the second, where Bo Knight will lead things off. Bo Knight drafted last year. I think I remember him starting off hitting well, but dropped off quickly. He grounds this one back to Santana for the first out of the inning. That will bring Minnick to the plate. He's been a good catcher. His hitting hasn't been so great. He's been around long enough now. I kind of feel bad keeping him. He probably deserves a chance to actually play in the majors somewhere. But I just can't quite give him up. I still feel like there's a project. He strikes out looking. That brings Iwata to the plate. He was just drafted this past June, making his first at-bat in the majors. His major league debut, in general, pops up this ball in foul territory, and Buck will make the catch. So, still no scores. We go into the third, where Luis Castillo will start things off.
number 1, Luis Castillo. Second baseman.
First pitch to Castillo is a bit high. That slider's too low. Lamosny wanted that call. There's a called strike. Curveball bounces in. It's 3-1. Throws another curveball. This one gets a swing and a miss to make it a full count to lead off the third inning. Line drive into center field. That'll be a base hit. Michalak gets that back in well, although boy, Castillo made a way too big of a turn. A better throw out of Huseman might have gotten him. As it is, he does get the signal. Bittner looks at strike one. This pitch just a bit outside. Called strike, makes it 1-2. Goes with the fastball, gets the soft liner to third. Swan makes the grab. And here is Johan Santana at the plate. Ground ball towards the middle. Huseman back to Clippard, on to first, not in time. 2 away, perfect S back at the plate. He lined out, popped out, kind of right on that line in second in his first at-bat. Has a 1-1 count in this at-bat, and looks at strike 2. Does not chase that fastball, makes it 2-2. Curveball bounces in, perfect S again, lets it go. Runner will be off here, and a swing and a miss ends the inning. Mets at least put a number on the board, but no runs. In the bottom of the third, Huisman is going to lead things off. Of course, the game did not pronounce his name, so I'm still not entirely sure I'm saying it right. Making his major league debut today. Hits a ground ball too short. Perfect S will pick that up, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Here's Lamosny at the plate. Looks at strike 1. Little pop up to third. Bittner catches it in foul ground. 2 down. Clippard back at the plate. Struck out in his first at bat. 1 of 3 Santana got the first time through the order. That fastball sails a bit. Comes back with another fastball that gets a swing and a miss. 1-1. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. And that pitch down and away. We've got a 2-2 count. Called strike 3, and that'll end the third inning. Still no score as we move into the fourth, where Angel Pagan will lead things off for New York. Pagan ground out in his first at bat, and he will look at strike 1 here. Swing and a miss to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 away, Vernon Wells to the plate. Ground out in his first at bat. That fastball sails high. That one catches the outside corner, makes it 1-1. Ground ball to second. Clippard takes care of that. 2 down. Carlos Delgado lined out in his first at bat. That slider stays high. Fastball catches the top part of the zone, makes it 1-1. There's a swing and a miss to make it 1-2. Ground ball to first. Whiteman will pick it up and step on the bag. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Still 0-0. 1 hit apiece for the teams. Michalak's going to start things off for the Squirrels. He ground out in his first at bat. This is another ground ball to short. Perfect S takes care of that. 1 away. Here is Swan. He got the base hit the first time through. Looks at a changeup for strike 1. That slurve too low. Popped up. Santana going to field it himself in front of the mound. 2 away. Whiteman struck out looking in his first at bat. And he will look at strike 1 here. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. And that changeup is outside. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That will end the fourth inning. No score, no even sniff of a score by either team. Jeff Jenkins is going to lead things off for the Mets in the fifth. Jenkins struck out swinging in his first at-bat and looks at a slider to start off this at-bat. There's a called strike on the inside corner. Comes back with the slider that gets ground to short for the first out of the inning. John Buck struck out in his first at-bat and looks at strike one here. Ground ball to Hoosman again. 2 away.
Number 1, Luis Castillo.
Luis Castillo had the Mets hit the first time through their order. And he has a 1-1 count in this at-bat. Mosney gets him to swing and miss at a curveball. And does not chase that one. It's a 2-2 count. Ground ball, it's fouled away. Still 2-2. That is going to be another base hit into right field. 1 on, 2 out. Bittner. I don't remember if he ground out or lined out, but he did not get a hit for sure. Has an 0-2 count in this at-bat. Pitch missed inside. Called strike 3, and that will end the top of the 5th. Still no score as we go to the bottom of the 5th, where Bonite will lead things off for Indianapolis. Bonite ground out in his first at-bat. Swings and misses at a fastball here. Hits another ground ball, but this is going to go foul. 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Minnick struck out looking in his first at-bat. First pitch is too high. Second pitch is swung on and missed. Ground ball right to perfect S. 2 away. Iwata fouled out in his first at-bat over to third base, if I remember right. He looks at a ball. Swings and misses to make it 1-1 rather. Another swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Watches the slurve go by for a ball. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll end the 5th inning. Just not a lot of offense going today as we move into the 6th inning. 3 combined hits, 0 combined runs, and Santana is due to lead off for the Mets.
Number 57, Johan Santana.
Santana ground out, actually really a fielder's choice. He beat out a double play ball in his first at-bat. He's got a 1-1 count in this at-bat. That slider's too far inside. Ground ball, Swan will have to charge it, and he's not got a play. Infield hit for the pitcher brings Perfect S back to the plate for his third at-bat, and he will look at a curveball for strike 1. That one's down and in. It's a 1-1 count. Bounces off the plate. 2-1. Popped up right in front of the plate. Minix makes the grab. 1 on, 1 out, and Pagan. Everybody's 0 for 2 except for Luis Castillo and now Johan Santana. Castillo with 2 hits, and Santana just got an infield one. And Pagan with a 2-1 count in this at-bat. Curveball called strike 2. Another curveball gets a swing and a miss. 2 away, Vernon Wells is ground out in both at-bats. He will look at strike 1. That looks like a base hit into right center, and it sure is. Runner's on his way to third. And Santana puts runners on the corners with 2 outs and Carlos Delgado to the plate. Lamosny is reaching his limit here. Gets a swing and a miss on a bit of a wild slider. Called strike 2 on a fastball, and Lamosny's going to have to come out early. think we're down in the order, too. So, Phil's going to get his chance here to do some emergency pitching. He's kind of become our emergency pitcher. I think he's thrown... Well, no, he threw to a couple batters earlier in the year. In a big spot here, though. Delgado still with an 0-2 count. Phil with a pickoff move. Look at that. Fouled away. He gets a ground ball to short. Huseman, does he have the arm? He does. Squirrels get out of the inning. Still 0-0. So I guess Phil's also going to get to pinch hit here as the second batter of the inning. Huseman is leading off. And he, I believe, ground out in his first at-bat. Looks at strike one here. Pitch is too high. We got a 1-1 count. Just outside, makes it 2-1. Swing and a miss, makes it 2-2. Ground ball to short, Perfect S charges it and gets it to first in time. One away. Phil is going to take an at-bat here, and this should be this go-around anyway will be his last thing in this game. We'll go get a real pitcher after this. He's got an 0-2 count at the moment. Pops this one up. Santana waiting on it. 2 away. Clippard has struck out in both at-bats so far today. Looks at strike one here. This is going to get into right field, and it will fall in for a base hit. 2-out single. That'll bring Michalak to the plate. He is ground out in both at-bats so far. Swings and misses at a slurve. Swings and misses again. Makes it 0-2. Into center field. That will get down for a hit. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. Swan at the plate. He does have a hit already today. Swings and misses at a fastball. And that one's too far inside. Slurve in the dirt, makes it 2-1. Hits this one. Delgado should have a play, and he does. We'll go into the 7th inning. Now 7 combined hits, still no runs. Jeff Jenkins will lead things off for the Mets. And we will see. McNichol already pitched. So I guess we'll go with, I think I pronounce it Hune. It's not Junge, I know that.
Attention, please. Now coming on to pitch for Indianapolis, number 32, June.
You know, as I sit here and think about it, I think I might have screwed up the rotation. I think Hune's shown that he can be a starter. Lamastny should have been a reliever. So might switch that around after this game. Starts Jenkins off with a couple balls. And then a ground ball down the first base line, but it's foul. 2-1. Swing and a miss makes it 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. One down, John Buck at the plate. He is 0 for 2. Of course, the way it's going, Hune might need to throw some starter-type innings anyway. Buck with a 1-1 count. There's a swing and a miss to make it 1-2. Called, strike 3. 2 away, Luis Castillo. He's 2 for 2 on the day. Not getting a ton of help outside of that. And he will look at strike 1. That curveball goes too low. Comes back with another one. It bounces in again. 2-1. This time goes with the cutter, and Castillo is going to be retired. A line drive to second. That brings us to the 7th inning stretch. Still no runs. Whiteman to lead off on the other side. Alright. I can't get the volume exactly where I want it, but that's good enough. Whiteman swings and misses at the first pitch. Santana's still out there on the mound. Has Whiteman at an 0-2 count. Swings at all 3 pitches and can't even foul one off. Sometimes you just have days like that. Bo Knight at the plate now. Looks at strike 1. That slurve is too low. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away. Here's Minix. He is 0 for 2. Hits this one, but foul. There's a called strike to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Well, we're going to go into the 8th. Still no runs. Bittner's going to lead things off for the Mets. Tunay out there for the long haul today. Starts Bittner off with a curveball that gets a swing and a miss. Popped foul. Minix going back, and he will make the play. 1 down. Santana at the plate. Got an infield hit in his last at-bat. Actually got all the way to third. Before Phil came in and got a ground ball to end the inning. Two 2-0 count on Santana. There's a called strike. Into right field, Iwata going over, and he will make the grab. Perfect S, 0 for 3 on the day. Bases empty, 2 outs. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Popped up. Minix is going to make the play in front of the plate, and that will end the inning. The top half anyway. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Do I let Hune hit here? Maybe I don't. Iwata's going to lead off. He is 0 for 2. Looks at a strike. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. A 1 down. Huseman at the plate. He's ground out in both at-bats, so he's at least hit the ball each time. Looks at strike 1. Swing and a miss to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Alright, you know what? We're going to let him hit. If we'd gotten anything in front of him, I probably would have pinch hit, but I think right now more innings is more valuable right now. Santana can't stay out there forever, right? He gets a ground ball to second. We'll go into the 9th inning. Still no runs. Angel Pagan to lead off for New York. Pagan is 0 for 3. He will look at strike 1. popped up. Clippard's going to wait on it. One down. Vernon Wells got a base hit in his last at-bat. Looks at strike one. Looks at strike two. Called strike three. Two down. Carlos Delgado is 0 for 3 today. He was the one that did not get a hit off of Phil, instead ground out to short, I think, actually. Has a 1-1 count in this at-bat. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Called strike three. Well, that's it for the Mets half. Let's see if the Squirrels can walk it off here. They are back at the top of their order. I presume it will be Santana still on the mound. He's not even wiped his brow yet, I don't believe. Slurve catches the outside corner. That one too far outside. Swing and a miss to make it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. One down. Michalak does have a base hit in this game, as did Clippard. I guess I didn't actually say. First pitch is called a strike. Into center field for another base hit. That will bring Swan to the plate. He got a base hit in his first at-bat. He has gotten the ball in the air every time. Starting off with a 1-1 count. Hits this one into center field. That will get down for a base hit. Squirrels with the runner in scoring position, and probably the best hitter in this lineup at the plate. It's one that's shown the most power anyway. Looks at strike one. Looks at strike two. Hits this one to third, and it's scooped up by Bittner. He gets the out at second, and that's the only out they get. Runners on the corners for Bonite. There are 2 outs. Santana starts him off with a changeup, but it's outside of the zone. Swing and a miss makes it 1-1. And now he's finally starting to wipe his brow. Slurve for a called strike. Swing and a miss, strike three. Well, we tried. We're going to go into extras. Nobody's scored yet. Jeff Jenkins is due up for the Mets.
Number 10, Jeff Jenkins.
Nene starts things off with a strike. Comes back with a cutter. It's down and in. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. He bounces in a curveball, makes it 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. One down. John Buck is 0 for 3 today. Hits a ground ball to short. Huisman with a wild throw, but Whiteman's able to get it and get back to the bag. 2 away. Luis Castillo, he's 2 for 3. He's been the most dangerous Mets hitter today. Weak ground ball to third. Swan can't get the throw over there in time. That's an infield hit. I do think he would have gotten most runners, but Luis Castillo is very fast. So Bittner at the plate then. Pops this up foul. Minnick's going back. Makes the grab, and we'll go to the bottom half of the inning. And Minnick is due up to lead off the bottom of the 10th. Each team with 5 hits, but no runs to show for it. Minnick's not one of those. He's 0 for 3 today. Santana's still out there for now, but he is wiping his brow. That will stay fair. That's going to drop in for a leadoff hit. Minnick stays at first, a wise idea. Iwata 0 for 3. Struck out in his last 2 at-bats and swings way too early on a slurve. Now he's showing bunt. And it's a pretty good one, actually. Santana gets it to first in time, but we got a successful sacrifice. Huisman, if he comes up with his first Major League hit, will likely win this game. on Santana's elbow. Apparently something popped as he threw that. So we're going to finally get into the Mets bullpen.
Your attention, please. Now coming out to pitch for the Mets, number 47, Mike McDougal.
Mike McDougal is going to come in and try to extend the game. Hoosman it was a strike. Hits this one, a fly ball into shallow center. It does fall in, and the Squirrels are going to win this ball game. I don't know if it was advised or not, but Minix on second, a catcher, he took off like he knew it was a hit all the way. I wasn't as sure, but thank goodness he was right. This game takes 10 innings, and the Squirrels walk away with a 1-0 win. That was Minnick's hit right down the right field line. Then he was bunted over to second, and then this was the little bloop into center that was just well placed right in front of Wells. And said Minnick's had already taken off. He decided he was going to home one way or the other. Hoosman gets to be the player of the game in his major league debut. Look at that. And his first major league hit, a walk-off in the bottom of the 10th. So congratulations to that young man. And thank all of you for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. Otherwise, we've got one more with the Mets tomorrow. We will see you then.